Nvidia as well, like you say, share price skyrocketed.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact numbers. I think it's about 170% up this year.
Right.
There was the CEO did a presentation recently and ran through some of their new stuff, but they were saying they're 1,000 times faster than they were 5 years ago. Some of their processing power and everything else. Where that gets to in the next 10 years, who knows? And interestingly, with Nvidia, they were showing this model called real-time tracing, and basically they can create images or videos pretty much in real time now that are hyper realistic.
Okay.
And they can do that because for every pixel they create, AI creates 7 more. So you've got like this combination of their own engines and AI just working in tandem to create new stuff. So you think where that goes exponentially through video games, through TV shows, whatever content you're consuming, being able to be created on the fly as you're watching it, obviously leads into the whole virtual reality space as well.
Yesterday about that, about the old paradigm of going to a game or whatever. That's old. Whatever you do these days.
HMV.
HMV. That's working HMV. Dance music bar I was. Oh, I've got some stories.
Everyone would always go to HMV.
I've got some stories. I'll tell you what.
That was what
half price too, actually. I told them. So Unity.
Yeah.
They're doing some interesting stuff. Famous underlying engine for lots of 3D games and pretty games. Again this week are making some big plays in AI around the game maker type scenario and marketplaces. So I think that talks into that as well, because that's going to happen. And my old game analogy was, you used to buy a little box of Super Mario Kart on it and brought it home, DVD, and I stream it now and stuff, of course. But what happens in a world where it's blank, it's infinite media? Like the brands are going to become more important. So Super Mario isn't levels, it's what you make of it. And your interoperable character may be indeed where it's going. So those sorts of things I think are fascinating, certainly in that industry. But that will likely trickle down into our own personas and how we are perceived online as well as individuals, and how brands are perceived. So I think that's a fascinating space.
Well, and that crosses over to blockchain as well, right? Because the general thought is that, if you have digital assets on a blockchain that are then used in different areas, or the goal, the ultimate goal is that complete interoperability of, I buy something digital in a game and I can use it in these other areas that I'm in, social, work, whatever else, and it can be transferred seamlessly. And so one of those crossover areas are potentially AI and blockchain that we'll see in the future.